In the beginning of this video, I'm going to be going over 5 books which helped me in my spiritual life, which I want to share on this video in particular. And the first one of these books is going to be this, The Imitation of Christ. So, beginning just a little summation of this book. It's pretty much as the title suggests, The Imitation of Christ. Now we can imitate Christ in all aspects of our life. How is it campus? This is, as it says here in this cover, next to the Bible, the most widely read spiritual work of all time. And I recommend this book for anyone who is trying to get deeper in the faith so they can kind of copy and do a little more what Christ does in their own life as well, just like I said earlier. And that's pretty much about it with this one. I just read this early on, and it helped me a lot actually reform my life just a bit. So that's the first book we have. Now the second one I want to go over was The Secret of the Rosary. This one I'm currently almost finished with, but I like this book a lot because of how much insightful information there is about the Rosary and about Mary's role in our life. And especially with prayer too, as the book is mainly focused on the Rosary, it tells really how we should be praying the Rosary, and what we should be doing in our daily life, prayer life. It talks about our sins and a lot of other stuff as well. So I heavily recommend this book as well, just because of how much information there is about the Rosary. For the third book here is this one, which is about Carlos. And of course, recently too, the announcement of his second miracle. Now it's not going to be a blessed, now a saint. Hopefully here very soon. But I recommend this book too because this talks about especially about his life and how we can also reflect on his life to imitate him and what he did in his life as well. And what I like about this book too is he's someone more modern. Of course, he is a millennial, so we can kind of copy a little more of what he did. Even though he was a teenager, we can still see a little bit of his life. So I recommend this book as well. For the fourth book is this one, which is Rediscover the Saints by Matthew Kelly. In my early spiritual life, I read this book as well, which helped me a lot, which helped me to imitate the saints a little bit more. He does a good job of a lot of summation and a lot of simplicity in the book, so you can have a better understanding of it. But I recommend this just so you can have a lot more information when it comes to other aspects of your life. So you can imitate the saints a little more, kind of like the other book, the Carlos book, showed. So that's pretty much it about this one. And the last and final book I have is Purgatory. I recommended this book in my shorts page a decent while ago, and I want to go over it again just because of how insightful it really is. This book talks about sin, talks about death, and talks about the life after this one. And especially what saints saw and witnessed in visions and dreams about purgatory and the horrors and the pains and all other things saw here. But I recommend this especially as well for meditations, especially about hell and purgatory as well. And along with that too, a little more insightful information about purgatory or what the church teaches. So if you don't know a lot, I recommend reading this book too. It is also recommended by the author, if you see the backside here, that every Catholic should read this book. So that's also why I'm promoting it as well. But that's about it. I mean, besides all 5 books, obviously the Bible as well, just because of the fact that it is the Word of God. And it's helped me severely in my life as well, and each and every day. So yeah, coming close to the end of the video here, these are all the 5 books right here. If you want to buy these online, you can go to either Tan Books or any other Catholic websites. You can probably find these books on as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you also read these too, and hopefully it helps you in your spiritual life.